since an earlier crash we saw at the completion of heat race number 1, so it's good to see Gil Worthley back out on the speedway. But our leader is Kim Cottrell, and car number 63 has won plenty of feature races around this racetrack, as too is Bill Miller, who now takes over the race lead. On the back straightaway, the Pontiac Grand Prix takes over the lead on the exit of turn number 2. So our leader now is Bill Miller, second is Kim Cottrell, third is Daniel Miller. Then we go back to Colin Neville, Andrew Leach, Gil Worthley, Tony Howlett, Shane Dryden, Dave Harper and Graham Stewart rounding out the field. Graham Stewart, a late addition to the field. He hasn't run any heat races, has just joined the field for the feature event. We'll have to see how he goes in car number 55. But down the front straight, our leader is still, in fact down the back straight I should say, our leader is Bill Miller. Then we go back to Kim Cottrell, then Daniel Miller in car number 2. These cars are running around this racetrack at a rate of knots. Spectacular pictures here from Speedway City, the Super Sedans, and there's still 4 more rounds after this one as they head down the back straight away into turn number 3 and 4. Bill Miller doing it very nicely indeed. Kim Cottrell a relatively safe second at this stage. Daniel Miller back there in third. Then it's the 71 of Colin Neville, but there's our leader on the back straight away. There's the second, third and fourth place cars in the picture. Our leader now putting a lap down on Graham Stewart. In car number 55, Stewart, a former 360 cubic inch sprint car driver, stepping into the ex-Chris London Super Sedan, and is not doing a bad job already on his limited appearances he's had this year. He's about to go a lap down on the second, third and fourth place runners in this event as he comes out of turn number 4. Hope he knows those leaders up behind him. There goes Kim Cottrell around the outside. Also Daniel Miller, he has used the number 55 of Graham Stewart as a pick there. Great opportunistic move to take over second. Use the lap car to perfection, and Daniel Miller now runs in the second spot. Kim Cottrell back to third, and Colin Neville now has got a sniff of the podium back there in fourth. He is right on the boot lid of the Dodge Avenger as they go through turn number 2 and down the back straight away. Colin Neville looking very good to take third away from Kim Cottrell as they go through turn number 3 and 4. Colin Neville a bit of a touch there, a bit of a rub, but that's racing in Super Sedans, no problem with that. And Colin Neville now takes over the third spot, and Kim Cottrell, our pole sitter, has now gone back to 4th as we have a look at our race leader, Bill Miller, who has absolutely gapped the field. He is almost a half lap in front of the rest of the field. Daniel Miller, of course, in the second spot. Then we go back to Colin Neville and the 63 of Kim Cottrell. In behind him is the 69 of Andrew Leach and Gil Worthley in car number 3. But Bill Miller is doing it oh so easily out in front. He's done a number of laps, make that a number of thousand of laps around this particular venue here at Speedway City, and he knows every part of it off by heart. Out of turn number 4, he's about to put lap down on quite a few of the other slower cars. The 38 of Tony Howard with the next, along with the number 9 of Shane Dryden. In fact, Dryden has already gone a lap down. You can see him in the back of the picture there a second or so ago. As you can see, the cars are really packed up behind the number 55 of Graham Stewart, unable to get past the lapped car. We'll keep an eye on that. As you can see, quite a gaggle of cars in front of our race leader as our leader goes through the turn 3-4 section of the speedway. Graham Stewart holding up the rest of the field. Andrew Leach also involved in that, the number 3 of Gil Worthley. But the checkered flags are out for Bill Miller. Round 1 winner of the JD Couriers Super Sedan Track Championship, Daniel Miller, will come in for second. Then the 71 of Colin Neville in for third, and the 63 of Kim Cottrell in for fourth. As you can see, the cars racing for positions all over the place there on the final turn. In fact, we've got a car in the wall down there in turn number 1 after the checkered flag. It also, the 38 of Tony Howlett has made contact with another car and has been sent into the concrete wall after the finish line. Can you believe that? A dramatic here with tonight's round number 1 winner, Bill Miller. Bill, he looked pretty easy out there for you.
Yeah, it was good fun. The car was basically the same as what it was at the end of last year. This time the engine kept going, so it was really good.
Now, maximum points in the opening round. You've got 4 more to go, but I don't believe you can make them all, so it's a bit disappointing.
Yeah, but we'll do as many as we can. But yeah, it's always good to get some wins and stuff, so we'll support whatever we can do here.
And this series is a great thing for South Australian Super Sam racing, isn't it?
It's probably the best thing that's happened in the last 10 years for Supers here in South Australia, and we had a good car count to start with, so, and we'll only build on that, so that'll be really good.
So you can only see the category going forward from this point. 13 cars here tonight. God knows what it's going to be in a couple of weeks' time.
Yeah, well, 13 tonight, and there's a bunch of cars that are still coming out. So yeah, hopefully we can get up to the 20 car count. That would be really good.
And finally, of course, I mentioned you can't do all the rounds. You're going off on the National Series. What are expectations there?
Oh, I'd like to finish a few, maybe win a heat. One day might win a round. That'll be good. Just be competitive. That's all we're looking for.
But of course tonight, round number 1 winner, all the best for the remainder of the series for the events that you can contest.
Yeah, thank you. And just got to thank JD Couriers for supporting the supers in here and getting right behind us. Speedway City for putting on the event. Wendy and Bob. That's all got to go well for doing it.
Well, there you go, that's round 1 of the JD Courier Super Stand Track Championship. Run and 1. Stay tuned to On the Infield for future rounds coming up.